Hey guys, how you doing? This is EJ Uno coming back again with some storytelling. I haven't did a storytelling in like a minute. And I mean like a minute, I mean more like hours. I mean more like days, I mean more like a long time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was sitting at work and I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I haven't done a storytelling in like a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because usually I've been posting about like toys and like electronic and all that stuff. And I was like, man, you know what? I need to get back to my storytelling because I really like talking about different things in my life. You know what I'm saying? But by the thumbnail, you can tell that she's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean she's crazy about somebody I know right now. It's about when I was younger and like I'm 39 right now. And it was, have you ever dated somebody who was crazy? Like, I mean, like you didn't know they were crazy, but you had suspected ideas that they were crazy. Okay, so let me take you back. It was about 2000 and this is 2021. It was, oh man, I think it was like 2021. I think like 13, maybe something like that. Maybe 2013. So I'm trying to see. Okay, so I was working at a grocery store, and I'm gonna say they were a Formers type of. I just say it. It starts with the S, and it ends with an S. Can you guess what it is? It starts with an S. I'll give you a little bit more hint. It's an SP, and it ends with an S. That's the type of grocery store I was at. I'm not gonna give them any clout, but I worked for that type of job. And it's like one of those like, you know, vitamin type of like healthy type of grocery stores, whatever. Anyway, so they're in Texas, they're in California. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment below if you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so okay, so I was working one day, and it's like back then I was like always like chasing the coochie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I was always chasing the coochie. For some reason, I have literally slowed down on that. And okay, that thing was loud. I'm glad that went down. I actually slowed down, and I think it's because I'm getting older, and because I really realize how important it is to spend time with my daughter, and you know, being a single parent, a single father. So back then I was like, I guess searching for like something I really shouldn't have been searching for. So I met this girl. She was at the register. She had a nice body, and me, I was so into the outside beauty and could care less about the inside beauty so much. And I always just was like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? I was always that type of person who was like, dang, they gotta look good. You know what I'm saying, to be next to me. But now I'm more into like the inside beauty, the caring part, because you know what I'm saying, when you get older, you know what I'm saying, beauty fades, but it doesn't fade inside. You know what I'm saying? But it's always plus to have beauty outside and inside. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So I met her, and then we started talking on the phone, and then like I like had this like type of thing when like I would meet a female, and I'm not gonna lie, because it was like I used to meet a female, and then we'd be talking on the phone, and like some reason, this is how immature I was. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to be on the phone with a female when I first got them talking to them, and like the first day, I would be like, "What you got on? What you wearing?" Like, I would be trying to talk dirty to him the first time, like, meeting them and talk to him on the phone. It was like meeting them in person was like, I was Mr. Smooth, Mr. like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got your number. Then we got on the phone, and it's like me, I wouldn't be patient about it. It was so crazy because I wouldn't be patient about it. I would like literally be like, I'm gonna call you after work. And you know, when people say that, I'm gonna call you like later on tonight, they usually don't, because it's like a rule to kind of like make the person wait. Me, I was being like, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally am working on that, guys, of being patient. So then, get into it. That's how it started off. I was talking to her, then I started trying to talk dirty to her. I did talk dirty to her. I'm not gonna lie. I did talk dirty to her. And she was kind of off standing by it, but she still was like, okay, I still am interested to this guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why that was my thing. I don't know why that was my thing of being like, that was my routine. Like, I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I look at it and be like, that was kind of stupid and creepy and dumb. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the good thing about looking in your past and looking at yourself now is because you look at all the stupid stuff that you used to do that you be like, dang, that was me. Like, I be thinking about, have you ever sat back and been like, man, did I really used to act like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? That used to be, that was something I used to do. So anyway, we started meeting her. We meeting her. Wow. I started talking to her and we started talking on the phone. We were like talking on the phone like all night, whatever, something like that. Then shortly after that, we started talking about an apartment. I was living with my mom and my sister, and you know what I'm saying, we were all living in the house. So I was in my 20s and I was like, you know what? I'm digging this girl. I was always like wearing my heart on my shoulder, on my sleeves. I was like literally probably like literally having my heart on my fingertips. That's how gullible and that's how like free I was. You know what I'm saying? So we start like it's kind of funny. Like I'm thinking about all the silly stuff I was doing. So anyway, we start talking. Then we start talking about an apartment. Now, mind you, even though I talked dirty to this girl, she had this rule that we weren't going to have sex until we got married. Now, the weird part about it is, like, she just had this rule. Now, but get this, she was a stripper. She was a stripper. It did. Oh man. Sorry guys. So anyway, I thought I was talking a little bit too loud. I thought I woke her up. Anyway. Okay. So the thing was, okay, this is how it was. She was a stripper. She didn't want to have sex until we were married. Now, two of those two things together, I was kind of, like I said, I wear my heart like literally on my finger, and I literally believed that that BS. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. I actually was believing that BS. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, that's gonna be kind of irritating through the camera. Sorry guys. So anyway, I was actually believing the BS I was actually believing the BS about her being like, she didn't want to have sex until marriage, and then that that she went away. But I was like, man, I was like I said, I was so much into like the way she was looking, because she was like brown skinned, had like this I think she had like a great body. Like, I'm not lying to you. She had a great body. She looked good. I mean, she just, for some reason, she just had this thing to her that I was like, something isn't right. But anyway, when you're a guy and you're thinking with the wrong head, you know what I'm saying? It's basically anything goes. So you know what I'm saying? So then after that, we fast forward, we moved in, and because my mom was like, you know what, this is my first time of like, no, I'm not my first time. It was my second time moving out with a female. Now, kids, teenagers, all you guys, before you think about moving out, make sure you take your time and pick the right person. Now, me and her, we moved out. We got this apartment with my daughter, and we got this apartment. Now, now my thing is like this. You never go ahead and go chase after somebody because you know what I'm saying? The more they know that you want them, the more they know that they can get away with. On that being said, she had a job, she quit her job. She started going to school. And I was left paying all the bills by myself. Now, she had this type of craziness that she was just like, oh, this is mine. You can't touch this. You can't touch that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, don't go in there. Don't do that. Like, she had rules where she didn't have a foot to stand on. You know what I'm saying? So then moving forward on everything, you know what I'm saying? We're still not having sex. We're still not doing nothing like that. Now we start getting into arguments because of different scenarios. Like it just didn't make sense. And that's another thing. She was married. Guys, she was married. I found out when we were living together that she was married as well. She had a husband in a different state. It was so much stuff that came out the closet. That's why I said, take your time, be patient, watch out for the craziness. So you know what I'm saying? So then she wasn't only a stripper. She wasn't only just married. She just got crazier and crazier. But that's what I never got about people. You know what I'm saying? I never knew, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the type of person who I would give anybody a chance, even if they were married, they were not married. The one thing I don't get about people is when you're married and let's say you're separated, you can't say you're being faithful. You know what I'm saying? Like legally, you cannot say you're being faithful. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're split apart. You're split apart from your husband, but you're still legally married. That means you can't be faithful to me because you already have somebody else that you're that you're legally binded into a marriage. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to say that. So then we start talking. We not start talking, but I'm trying to see where we're at. So we were moved in. Me and my daughter were in there. And, you know what I'm saying? My daughter was about like 4 or something like that. No, she was about 3 or something like that. And she was good with my daughter, I gotta say, she was good with my daughter. Until time started moving on, because we were in an apartment for 6 months. 6 months felt like 2 months of that. No, I'm sorry. 1 month was pretty good. The next, I gotta say, 4 months of that was like hell. You know what I'm saying? It's like it slowly everything started unraveling. So then it got down to the point where everything went for the wrong turn. So it was one night, me and her were arguing because it just got out of hand. And then she literally bit me on my back. I'm not lying to you. I can't remember everything, I can't remember something. But I remember she bit me on my back. She told me if I leave, that she was going to have somebody. I think she said she was going to have somebody come in here. It's kind of creepy because it's like literally, I couldn't believe I was really talking to somebody like this. And then she said, if somebody came in here and asked if I wanted, if who to kill, she would say, I would tell them to kill you and then tell them about your daughter. And I was like, what the hell? Something in my mind triggered and said, you know what? I called the police. I got me and my daughter's shit and we moved back to my mom's house. Shortly after that, I got my own apartment. But this bitch was crazy. I was so happy to get away from that. I remember when and then it was like the most weirdest part. Now, listen to this. It was the most weirdest part because, mind you, when I told you she was a stripper and she wanted to wait to have sex until marriage, when I was about to move out or about to leave and she wasn't going to have no way to like handle her bills or nothing like that, she was like, okay, let's have sex. And I was like, what? Are you crazy? Like, let's have sex. Like, do you understand what you just said about me and my daughter? And then you told me that you weren't even trying to get married until you weren't even trying to have sex until marriage. Like, it was like it's like this the lesson I want to tell in the storytelling about this, and the lesson I want to give out is, don't ever give somebody all of you, because as soon as they know they got all of you, they hold you in the palm of their hands. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they think they can talk the way they want to you. They think they can do what they want to do to you, and they think that they can just step on you like you're a rug, and step over you like you're not anything. You know what I'm saying? It'll step over you and go about their business and not give a damn about you. What I mean about that. So that's the lesson I want to put out there, and really look out for the craziness. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that story out there. And please tell me if you guys have ever been encountered with a crazy person. Leave a comment below, and just leave me a short paragraph on something that happened to you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just really want to get that storytelling out there, because I was like, man, that was a storytelling that I really remembered, that I was like, man, that was a crazy bitch. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is another storytelling. I'm going to try to think of some more storytelling and talk about that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll be back with more.